Hi, in this Getting Started video, we're going to learn about how we learn. Every single person learns differently, and there's different ways that you can learn that are more effective than others and help you to learn quicker and retain the information better. Reading, listening, watching, and hands-on experience are just some of the ways that you can take in information and experience it yourself. So how well do you learn? Maybe it's just from the way that you've been learning, the reason why you may be having a difficulty learning a concept. So let's consider this. When people are learning and they're just reading something like a newspaper or a book or maybe a textbook that you're learning, you're only learning 10% of what you read. If you're hearing it and someone is explaining it to you, we learn 20% of what we hear. If you're seeing it and someone's actually showing you how it's done, and they're physically up in front of you, showing you how it's done, we learn 30% of what we see. Now, if you combine hearing and seeing, we learn 50% of what we both hear and see. If you take that one step further and go to discussing this with other people, so you're in a course and you've got a team of people and you're working with a team of people and you start talking about it and you talk about the concepts that you've learned and the ways that you've learned it and the things that you've learned, you're going to learn 70% of what you're learning. 80% of what you're learning, you will learn by experiencing it. So as you go through training, you're going to get your textbooks, you're going to get your materials, you're going to read, you're going to discuss in a group, you're going to have experiential learning where you're going to get hands-on experience doing and feeling and doing some of the work. And then as you start to do the work, that's when you're going to start to solidify what you've learned. And when you start teaching something to someone else, you learn 95% of what we teach, we learn. And we learn it quicker. Because typically, if we're going to have to teach somebody, we are going to make sure we know our stuff. This is really going to help you going forward in your quest for employment and finding a career that you love.